What up, y'all? Happy Thursday. We are so excited to have Allie St. Jeezy on our call. She is going to preach a little life into us about social media and just like being you and owning it. And I'm so excited. Okay. Go for it.
Like, you want me to just go?
I mean, do you want me to? Oh, here.
Introduce yourself.
You introduce, Kayla.
Huh?
Do you want to introduce her?
I was going to say she can introduce herself. Like, if she doesn't want to, like, jump right into the content.
I thought you were yelling at me.
Hi, everyone. Let me just take the stage here.
Yeah, you take the stage.
I'll use my teacher voice.
Please do.
Okay, so some of you may know me. Some of you, I know none of you, but that's okay. I don't know if any of you guys follow me or not, but I live in Indiana. I'm a kindergarten teacher. Please pray for me the last 14 days. I have two small children, a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. Although my 3-year-old turns 4 in 2 weeks, and I want to cry my face off. I have a husband. I was just talking about how we've been together for 13 years, and I did not realize that until about 15 minutes ago. Just crazy life over here. Busy, busy, busy. I literally wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go until like 10 o'clock at night, and it's just like a motor. So that's like long story short. Born and raised Indiana, just going. I've been with Beachbody for 2 years as of April 15th. That was my Beachbody anniversary. But I did like hobby coaching, like signing my friends up, signing up like just random people for like a year. And then I really started like coaching about a year ago, about maybe a year and a half-ish, running for a year. So it's been a crazy, crazy ride. And I'm going to talk to you guys about Instagram tonight. And I'm going to share my screen. I have like this little presentation because if I don't have something to show you, my brain is like all over the place. So if you have questions as I'm going, put them in the chat and we'll get to them. Brittany and Kayla, if you want to jump in at any time, please, please, please feel free. Okay? Let me find it. Give me like 2 seconds. How do I do this? Get this out of the way. Okay. Who TF are you anyways? We're going to talk about sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this is something that I've shared with my girls over and over and over. This is something I truly, truly believe in. I'll just get going. So, why should they follow you? You only get one first impression. Don't blow it. And also, don't put out on the first date. When they go to your page, they shouldn't see all your business. You want them to follow you, okay? First of all, are you public? If you're not public, as soon as you're done with this, that's your first job. Go fix that because nobody can figure you out if you're not public. I'm sure you've already fixed this, okay? But there's things that people see like right away. And it's all about that first impression. You only get one shot. If they go to your page and they're like, they're boring. Or, nope, this looks like a hot mess. Guess what? They're not going to click that follow button. They're going to go back to where they came from, and they're not going to look at you again, okay? So your profile picture needs to be clear. Your name can't be like all of this fancy business. Just clear. They need to know exactly what they're getting into when they get there, okay? Your bio is really important. It needs to get straight to the point, show exactly what they're getting into, but also like interesting, right? I have Kate Schultes up here because she is one of my spirit animals. I follow her every single day, the things that she does, and I love it. She's super successful, so why not beg, borrow, and steal? Her bio is super straightforward. It tells exactly like all of the most important things about her. And if you watch the Coach Family training a while ago, those are the things that you can pull your posts from. Like, that is you. And if you're not posting about those things in your bio, change it. Your highlights, I've noticed, like, sometimes those highlights are a hot mess and they're like pictures or like whatever. Make it clear, concise if you're going to use them. Make it effective. If you're not using them, ditch them, because people either are going to look at them or they're going to see it's a hot mess and just ignore it. Your grid, like if you can see here, her grid is super cohesive. She uses basically the same filter throughout, but like when I go to her page, that first impression is like, oh, it's pleasing to the eye. I want to take a look at it. I want to follow her. I want to know what she's all about. I'm not like scared, overwhelmed. I'm not confused by what she's doing. I like it. I want to see. You want to bring them in. You want them to be interested in what this is all about. You don't want to scare them away. Okay? Okay, so they clicked. What the F do I post about? Okay? Are you providing variety? There's so many times where I'll go to coaches' pages and it's selfie after selfie after selfie after selfie, or shake after shake after shake, or workout after workout. They're not providing variety. When you go back here, you can see all of the different things that Kate's posting about. It's not all transformations. It's not all selfies. It's not all the same thing. Like, she's providing a lot of variety. Are you providing value? When people are clicking on your post and they go in and read it, are you giving them something to care about? Are you giving them something of value? Okay. Are you being transparent? Are you really digging deep and letting them see who you are? Are you showing them the struggles? Are you showing them like all of the things, the pieces? And sometimes it takes a little bit more of a post to do that. And it's going to be a little bit longer, and it's going to take you longer to do that. It's time consuming, but it's totally worth it, because if you're doing that, you're sharing your story. And it's okay to share your story more than once. Just because you had a post 3 months ago about a certain story, I guarantee that if you start typing that same story again, you're going to start thinking of different things. You're going to start thinking about like, oh yeah, and my brother said this, or oh yeah, and I really felt this way. And your post could totally go a different way than the first time. It's okay to continue to share your story. And I guarantee that even if you're faithfully posting every single day, not everybody's going to see your post. Not everybody is going to see that story that you posted 3 months ago. Share it again. Maybe they missed it the first time. Now they're going to see it this time. Okay? And are you evoking any emotion? When people are looking at your picture, first of all, in order to want to read about it, they should look at it and be like, oh, like I really want to know what the story is behind this. Or, oh, I wonder what she has to say about this. Then when you're in there, so like this is Ashley's transformation picture. She just posted it a few weeks ago. It doesn't just say, hey, I did this program and I lost 20 pounds. You should join me. Homegirl shares a story. She shares a story about having Rev, how she was feeling about making her progress. She was talking about all the negative thoughts. She dug deep. This was not just like a blanket, here's my transformation. We see tons of those. Hey, you can lose this amount of weight. You can lose this many inches by following this program. Okay, are you a walking ad? Like, there are so many people who can offer that same exact program. But who are you? How did this relate to you? What did this transformation do for you? And why should someone else connect with you? Why should they care? You need to really just dig deep, be transparent in that story. How are you feeling when you took that first picture? There's a post that I did probably like 3 months ago, and I literally cried while I was typing it because I just shared that it was my first picture that I ever took. Trenton stood there. It was the first time that I hadn't had my shirt on in I don't even know how long, and I was mortified. I literally like ran over, grabbed my phone from him, started crying. I didn't want anything to do with it. I like shut down for the rest of the night, and I just shared all of those emotions. And I don't know that I've ever gotten such a response from people than when I shared that very vulnerable moment. It wasn't just hey, this is where I started. You can start here too. I shared how I was feeling. I shared what it was like to do that and be in that moment. And sometimes it's going to suck to dig up feelings like that. But there's another person out there in this world who needs to see that story, who needs to read that and know that it's okay to feel that way too. And I never would have shared that picture in the first place, but Ashley literally told me that exact line. There's another Allie in this world who needs to see that story and needs to see this picture. You have to share it. And I'm so thankful that she said that, because there are other Allies in this world. There are other people in this world that need to see your story. You got to share it. You have to be transparent. You have to share those emotions. Are you creating curiosity? There's so many times that people in our community are talking about curiosity marketing, and I'm sure that you guys have heard this before. But a lot of times in my posts, I'm not saying, I follow Transform 20. It's a Beachbody program that you can find on beachbodyondemand.com. Nobody wants an ad. If they want an ad, they'll follow it and Beachbody will start popping up on their Instagram and they can read all of those ads. That's not what they want. You want them to be curious about it. You want them to come in and message you and be like, girl, what are you doing? And how can I do that too? Dude, what is that bright drink that you have every single morning? I need that shit. What is it? You want them to come to you and ask questions. If you're putting all of the details in your post, they're not going to come to you. It's all right there. They're going to go Google it and do it themselves. You have to get them to be curious so that they'll come to you and have those conversations. Or when you slide into their DMs and be like, hey, I saw that you've been watching me. They're going to be like, yeah, I was wondering, what have you been doing to do this? Or what kind of workout have you been doing? You're jumping around like a crazy woman. Well, guess what? This is what I'm doing. I'd love to share it with you. You are putting out on the first date. There's nothing to talk about, sweetheart. You got to give them a little bit so that you can talk later. Okay? I'm talking really fast, so just slow me down. Brittany's like losing her shit over there. I don't know what's going on. All right. Yup, we're talking stories next. Okay? This is how they get to know you. Those posts back here where you're putting your filter on, you're posing nicely, you take several different shots and you pick one, then you spend like 30 minutes trying to craft a post about it, all those things we just talked about. This is magic. Instagram is a free platform that we can use so people can get to know us. It's like speed dating. You go up there and they just click on all the things and they get to know you. Here's the thing, guys. When I meet you in person at Summit, I should feel like we're already best friends, and we have been for years. When I met Brittany and I met Kayla, I was like, yeah, I know you got twins, girl. I got this. I know you drink Miller Lite. Like, I knew everything because I watch her stories and I know their personality. So when your coaches meet you, or you guys meet each other, or you meet me and I meet you, we better feel like we're best friends because I know all your dirty deets from your stories. That's how you get to know them. They should see your personality. And if you're talking on your stories and you're sharing that you had a salad for lunch and it had chicken and spinach. I did my workout today. Dude, I'm bored. I'm not watching you anymore. You don't interest me. Bye. You need to show them your personality. I highly doubt that you talk to your husband or your best friend like that. Okay? And when you're doing all of these things, you're building trust. Don't sit there and take your story 17 times until it looks perfect. Show the flaws. Show them who the fuck you are because they want to see it. Sorry if there's kids around. They want to see it, okay? You have to build that trust. When I go onto my stories and I accidentally take a boomerang but I'm trying to talk, just hit send, just post it. They want to see that you're real. If you're messing up in your words while you're talking, it's okay. Nobody's perfect. And I guarantee you that if you look like this perfect fitness, beautiful model and nothing is ever wrong, they don't want to join you. They're intimidated. Nobody wants that. They want someone who's real, someone who's going to understand them. Be vulnerable. Show them that it's okay to mess up. Show them that it's okay to fall off track. Okay? Be raw and be real. When I'm doing my workouts, it ain't pretty, but I'm still showing a few moves. Sometimes if there's a song that just like gets me going and it's my jam, like I hit record because I know that I'm gonna be like in it, and it's just, it is what it is. It shows my personality. It shows that I'm not like always working my ass off, but like I can have fun while I'm working out too, which is all part of the story. I also show that my kids are a hot freaking mess and they're screaming at their top of their lungs at 7 o'clock in the morning in the car, and we've only been in there for 30 seconds. That was my morning this morning, and guess what? Threw that shit up on Instagram because that's real. It's raw. Trent and I argue all the time. Sometimes I'll put on my stories and it'll just record while we're arguing. Sometimes I think it's funny. Sometimes he doesn't. But it's real. It's raw. It's just what it is. Show them the good. Show them when you're having fun. You're all dolled up. You got those lashes on. Show them the bad. Show them the ugly. Show everything. Your stories are seriously like, it's free. It is the best tool that we could ever have, and it's a free platform. Use it. Everybody's there. They're all checking. Okay? What do they do before they go to bed? Check. What do they do while they take a shit? Check. Like, it's all there. Use it. I hope you warned everybody about what they're about to get. Okay. Just do it. I know that there's messages going on here in the chat, but I can't see them. I'll get too distracted. Okay. I put these 3 pictures here. Number 1, because we're babes. Number 2, to show you that when there's that little circle around and maybe you're tagged in something, maybe they're finding your post in their thing. If they see that pink ring, that's another way to get them to go onto your page. It's another way to get them to go into your stories. Be active. I know that it's hard, like when you're at work. When I'm at work, I am not allowed to post. I'm not supposed to be in social media. Like, it's a school thing, whatever. So from 7:20 to 3 o'clock, I'm not really supposed to be on social media, whatever. But all the rest of the time, there's a pink circle around there because I'm consistently posting. I want my picture to be in a bubble at the top of my followers' Instagram. You should too. That doesn't mean you only post your workout and your crack in the morning. That doesn't just mean you're posting a reflection at the end of the day. If you're doing those things, at least you're showing up at some point. Thank you. But also, how can you do it consistently throughout the day so that you're always there? Okay? It might be scary. I know that it can be intimidating. I know that you watch top coaches, other coaches, maybe not even that, maybe just like celebrities and top social media people. And they're talking, you're like, I could never talk like that. Yes, you can. It's just stories. It's only there for 24 hours and then it goes up into space. I don't know where it goes. But it's fine. Act like you're talking to your bestie. What would you want to talk to her about? Well, my kids are being assholes this morning and I just want to talk to you guys about it. Can I just vent for a second? There's literally times where Jameson will come over, and Jameson's my oldest, sorry, and I'm holding my phone, talking in my stories because it's really important, and he'll be like, Mom, Mommy, and I literally look at him and I say, I'm talking to my friends, because you guys are my friends, you follow me. I literally treat my phone like it is my friend. I'm talking to my friends, okay? What would you say to them? How would you talk to your best friend? If you were sending your best friend a video, What are you going to do? How are you going to talk to it? What kind of attitude are you going to give them? That's what you need to be thinking about. Okay? Use your stories for accountability. Not just, hey, got my Shaco. First of all, that's not curiosity marketing. Guess what? They're going to Google it. But crack booms, they're cool. Yeah. Do it. But that can't be the only thing that you're doing on there. Talk about why you're using the products. What is the crack for? I don't know if you guys follow me, but I have crack chat every morning. And I mix up my crack. I chat with everybody every single morning. I don't even know what I talk about. It's just whatever comes into my brain. As you can imagine, it's pretty off topic most of the time. But I'm sharing why. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the freaking morning. I need it. I talk about that almost every day. And I show the progression from how tired I am to how much energy I have and kicking ass in my workouts. And that shows the purpose of why I'm using it. If you're drinking your shakes, don't just call it Shakeology. Call it something else and say why you're using it. What does it benefit you for? Why should anybody else use it? What's in it? What does it do? Share about the products, not just show pictures of it. Interest them. All of those things that I said before. How's it going? If you were to check in with an accountability buddy and they were like, hey, how's it going? What are you going to say? Pick up your phone and answer that question. Maybe you struggled today. What'd you struggle with? That's how you can be real. That's how you can be raw. What are you eating? If you're out, how do you stay on track while you're at the restaurant? How do you go grocery shopping? Show them everything. Take them through that with them. Pretend that your story is your number one accountability buddy. And guess what? When you drop into their inbox with a, hey, thanks for watching my stories. I'd like to invite you to my boot camp. They're going to be like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been following you. I know exactly what you do. I want in on it. You've already built that trust. They're no longer cold market. They're now warm market. They follow everything that you do. And you're basically showing them what they're getting into so that when you do drop in there, they're like, yeah, I've been watching you, girl. I can do this. Or, yes, but I think this part would be a struggle. Like, whatever. Variety. When I go to a stories, and first of all, if I see a ton of little blip, 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 blips across the top, I'm automatically overwhelmed. There might be too many. But if I start watching and I notice that some of them are pictures, some of them are booms, there's a little bit of talking, and then there's more like slides maybe. If there's a variety, it keeps me interested, and I'll go through all of those little things. If there's a ton of talking, I'm out. And it's too easy to have too many slides to tap through. I'm out. You want variety. You want to keep them interested as they're watching your stories while you're providing value and while you're putting invites and whatever else it is that you put up there. Okay? Be so completely yourself that everyone else feels safe to be themselves too. Okay? This is literally my mission. Whenever I am posting, whenever I am on my stories, whenever I am doing anything on social media, I want to be myself so badly. And I want everyone to know that it's okay to be you. Show it. Do your thing. It goes back to that thing when Ashley was like, you have to post that picture. Someone else needs to see that picture. It's applicable to everything. There was like a post that I had a month ago, and it was me holding this tub of bills that were unopened, mail, unopened, junk mail, whatever it was. Embarrassing, right? If you have bills that you're not opening, like, it's a problem. Like, society says you're supposed to open your bills. But I hate them. Like, we suck at being adults. And I know I'm not the only one. It's a goal to be better at it. Fine. But I put it out there because I knew that I would connect with someone else. I knew I needed to know that there was someone else out there in this world that had a box full of unopened mail. I needed to know that. And I know that if I put it out there, someone else is out there looking for it. Like, it doesn't have to be about coaching, but you need to put yourself out there so that other people can relate to you. You have to be relatable beyond coaching. You have to show them that there's more to you than working out and Shakeology and Energize and eating on plan. And I know that your coaches have talked to you about coming up with like 5 top things. I know that you can say that you're a mom, okay? But what about it? I know that you've had all these things, but you have to be relatable and show that it's okay for them to be themselves too. And I appreciate that more than anything when I go to other pages and they're being real and vulnerable and sharing these embarrassing stories or these real stories. And I'm like, oh my God, that happened to me too. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. I like that. I like feeling connections with others. I want other people to feel that connection with me. So I share everything. Maybe I'm going to put a post out there, like as I was talking about my bills, like who goes to mail jail? There's times where I don't check my mailbox so long that the postman takes my mail back to the post office and holds it hostage. Like, I know that's happened to somebody out there. Like, I'm about to post about it. Like, share the real things, okay? I think this might be the last one that I have. This went a lot faster because I talked faster than I anticipated. But if you have questions, ask and I'll go through them. People don't buy what we do. They buy why we do. You can't just show all of the things that we do. A workout, a transformation, a meal plan, going to the grocery store. You can't just show all of the what's, all of the components. Show those things, but show your why. Why are you doing that? Why are you going to the grocery store and picking the things that you do? Why is it important that you follow a nutrition plan? Why is it important that you're getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning working out? Is it just because you want to lose weight? Okay, that's pretty surface level. Is it because you want to have energy for the rest of the day? Okay, we're digging a little bit deeper here. Is it so that you can survive a day of 5-year-olds all day long, come home to a 2- and 3-year-old, argue with your husband, make dinner, do the laundry, do the dishes, blah, 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 all of the things? Your workout gives you energy to get through your day? Is it like because you want to be a healthy mom? You want to be able to run with them outside and keep up with them rather than being a lazy couch potato scrolling through your phone wishing that you had that life? Share why you're doing this. You're going to make connections with people. They're going to want that too. You can't just share the what's. And that's something that we've been working on my team, and I want to share that with you real quick. We, like, leading up to a boot camp starting, we have 5 to 7 days where we put a post out. And each post for those days leading up to that start date or leading up to whatever date your enrollment ends, we share one component of our boot camp, whatever it might be that you get. Whether it's accountability, whether it's you're doing it for the health, or whether it's the nutrition plan, whatever it is, we share the what, but it's through a why. And that's really stretched us to not only share like, hey, I have a boot camp starting and this is what you can get. You get accountability and meal plans and blah, 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 and sharing all of those things leading up to it, or always posting about accountability, or always posting about having a balanced nutrition. But we're sharing those what's leading up to it through the whys. And so I want to challenge you guys to do that too. As you're promoting your boot camp and as you're promoting your coaching sneak peeks, share why you're doing those things. Make a list. And then you have your posts all scheduled out for 5 to 7 days before. There's your week of posts. Now you've just saved yourself so much time. That's something that we've been doing the last couple of months. And I have seriously noticed a huge change in not only the conversations I'm having through that, but the activity that those people are having through the boot camps after they sign up. It's been a huge game changer. Okay? I think that's all I have for you guys. So let me look through these comments and see what we have. You are my favorite. You guys can hop out of your mute zone and talk if you want.
Stop the share real quick so I can make it go.
Oh.
Whoa.
Did it work?
Oh, yeah. No, it did. I just don't know how to undo what I'm doing. Gallery view. Boom. Hi.
Hi. Does anyone have questions? I talk really fast.
You're fine. No, it was gold. I have all the notes.
And I can share those slides with you guys so you can push them out if you want or use them later.
Ooh, yeah.
So is there any way that like either Kayla or Brittany or something that you can just check our pages and make sure that we're kind of on the same route, or maybe give us some positive feedback to say, hey, I noticed that you're doing too much of the what, we need to know more of the why, or vice versa, just to kind of make sure, since, you know, for me, I'm freshly starting out, that I think that I'm on the right track. But then again, hearing this from Allie, I'm like, I'm sitting here looking on my Instagram thinking, ooh, maybe not. I don't know. Since y'all have been in the game for a while, just to kind of give us some positive feedback or negative, either way.
Yeah, no, we could totally start a thread in the team page and people can just share their Instagrams and we can do a bit of an audit and give some constructive criticism. Absolutely. Yeah. We're happy to do that. Do you feel like there's anything that you feel like you're like struggling with, or?
No, some post I feel like I'm ranting about life or whatever, and then there's other things that I don't know what I'm doing with my hands kind of thing, so I don't know. I'm like really in the middle.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Shelby. I haven't got them done in a long time. I'm not flapping.
Slash Liz. Okay, but I wanted to comment on one of the things that I talked about in the chat. So Allie was talking about how she does her crack chat every morning. I literally have never missed an episode, ever. And I always notice, like, there's been like maybe 2 or 3 times where she just hasn't had time in the morning and hasn't done it. I'm like, what the hell do I do with my day now? It's establishing these little behaviors that people look forward to, like, every single day. Like, I know now that Kayla has done this for a few weeks, I know every single morning when she's making her energized that she's checking in, posting the time. So like she's staying accountable there, and though it's holding her accountable to getting up. And there's always like a fun song playing. You know, it's like developing these little behaviors in your stories that let people get to know you and your routine. Like, you guys might think that it's mundane or boring, but people want to get to know you.
I get upset if she doesn't have Shaco with whipped cream on top. Like, if I don't see that, I'm pissed.
Coming. I'm going to have to make it after this. I thought it would kind of taste weird with the beer. So.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree. I think that, you know, sharing something daily, like, especially tying into your workout, even though it's not me saying, hey, look at me, I'm working out, but it's like, it keeps me accountable. And I know, Allie, like, for you to get up every day at 4:00, like, you know, I've got to have crack chat. And so that keeps you accountable with your own journey. Like, it's just good for everybody because you're providing consistency, some type of value. You're showing that if you can do it, they can do it too. And so I believe in it. I'm right there with you on that. doesn't have to be like something to do with pre-workout or anything, but that's something that, you know, her and I both choose to do, but it can be something that you do. And, you know, something that I started doing was sharing like an office meme, and I'm calling it the daily dose. I just started, and like every single day I'm posting it. And so that's showing how you're relatable. All of my office fans, like you like The Office. We've got some of the same humor type of thing. So we probably could jive well. But, you know, going back to what Allie said about like the perfect fitness model and all of that, like, I'm glad we're not that way because that's one
Boring.
reason. Yeah. I never felt comfortable going to my trainer for things because she was so always like on point. I'm like, I don't relate to her. I felt like I had to be like her, and I couldn't. And it was just detrimental to my own journey. So it's good. Like, be you. For real.
For sure. Whatever you can do to like just show who you are, like your personality.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why I keep telling Courtney, dance. Keep dancing in your videos. Like, that's her thing. Like, it just shows she's lively, she's fun, you know, but she likes to have a good time. And it's just like that's you. That's what makes you you. So if you're goofy like that, like, show it. Like,
all the time. That's me 24/7, even when I'm hacking up along. I literally died during my workout today. It was one of those where Sean T was yelling at me, and I was like, I can't breathe, but I'm going. It was one of those things I probably should have did a video, but I didn't.
Yeah, and it's like owning like the little things that make you you too. Because like me, I feel like me awkward turtle. Like if I dance because I'm not like a dancer, like, I feel like I look like an idiot. But like other people rock it out. Like Keisha, for example, she dances every single morning, and I think it's like the cutest thing. It's totally goofy. But like if I were to do that, it would feel like so unnatural to me. But I do like to compare, like I had somebody message me the other day and they're like, I love how you compare any bad situation to doing drugs. Because it's just like, it's something I talk about. I'm like, well, at least I don't do drugs, or, you know, like, don't do this. It's like doing drugs. It's just like little stuff, or, you know, I don't know, like whatever makes you you. Apparently, I think drugs are bad. I don't know. Whatever.
Drugs are bad. I'm good. And that from Shem's show. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Or did my husband make this up?
No, it's totally South Park, Kayla.
Yes. You're welcome.
That's it.
This is what we're running. So, Allie, I thought this was interesting. When you shared that Kay Schultz girl, I've been seeing her in my Explore feed more, and I'm like, I wonder if it has to do with like Allie and I, like, you know, engaging back and forth with each other on posts and things like that, you know, because like that's what we've been talking a lot of, is like engaging with your followers more. And so like you start seeing other things and this and that, and I'm like, it's like working, because I was like, I don't follow her, but I'm like, I've been seeing this girl all over the place.
she used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
She coached for like, I don't even know, 3 to 6 months. After that, she quit her teaching job, and now she's in the top 10, I think.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
She like blew up.
Yeah.
And I've actually reached out to her a couple times just about like tips and things that she does. And she responds back, and she's like so genuine and down to earth. And I love following her, and she has great ideas. I also follow Ashley Smith.
Oh, yeah. In Georgia?
Yes.
She lives really close to Allie G. Fun fact.
So, she what?
She lives really close to Allie G.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I say fun fact all the time. You guys know.
Hashtag it. But that Explore feed, like if you guys could set up some system to where like you like all of the posts and leave a comment under everyone's posts or something, like maybe someone said something about having a text strand. I'm like, hey, I put a post up, can you go comment on it? Everybody goes through and like comments, gets the engagement up, and that will spike it into that Explore feed for some people.
That's like what I like have told them a lot. I'm like, if I'm like commenting on your stuff, like I love you, I'm doing it because I do and I'm proud, but like comment back so it generates some movement, like it makes a difference.
Is that the algorithm that you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you ever look at mine and like if I post something, like Brittany's always like posting something simple and then like I'm like, oh my God, yeah, like trying to like post something like, because like I was just talking about this in our internship group about the 5-3-1 method and what a genuine comment entails, and it's at least 4 words or more. It's not just a bunch of emojis or anything like that. Like that's not going to trigger like your algorithm. Like it's not going to boost it. Like you've got to have like at least 4 words or more, because I've been a part of like engagement groups and stuff on Instagram before where that was like the biggest thing for them is like you're going to get kicked out if you don't share at least 4 words on people's comments, because it doesn't help if you're not doing that. So fun fact.
That's helpful. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes a difference.
I'm laughing at Shelby. Okay, so one thing that I want to ask, because I know that there are a bunch of coaches that we have that, like me, I can't really like post at work. Like when I post at work, I'm like, I'm so gonna get in trouble. But other people like can't post at work. Like if you work in a school or a hospital or something like that. What do you do? Like, do you feel like you like struggled at first to come up with content, or like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when we can't post about our job or like in our job, or we have to go through these periods of time, like, it's really easy to feel inconsistent. So you start being inconsistent. But I know that you're like super consistent. I know that when you're not there, you're at work. So I don't know. Can you like help us like navigate that?
For sure. So there are some schools and like works or whatever that will not let you, or whatever, don't want you to post at the place. So like, I don't know if you are a teacher and you follow like Jerry Brooks. He got in a huge trouble because he's a principal and he was taking videos through his school and they didn't want him on campus anymore. So like, I'm not that, like our school is strict where like I can't take pictures at school. I just can't post during the school day.
Mm-hmm.
But like being a teacher is a huge part of who I am. Like I love it. So I can take pictures in my classroom or at my school and post them later. And so as far as like content goes, I can still post about it. But I will say that that's like 8 or 9 hours out of my day where like I'm inactive, I'm not posting, I'm not generating content. And so like that part does kind of suck. But don't get me wrong, like while I'm at school, I'm doing a lot of thinking about or like whatever it is that I'm not supposed to be focusing on. And so like I will put things in my notes app, or I will put things like, hey, talk about this later, or whatever it may be. And I will post about those things. And that's where like being active in my boot camps and things that aren't as public, I can do. Like I will post in my boot camps, or I will schedule things to pop up. And so that's helpful. But my post that I put out on Instagram is either done first thing in the morning or in the evening. And then my stories, like people just know, like if I'm not on, like I'm at school and that's just how it is. There are a few times where I'll post like over my lunch. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like I'll post a quick picture of my lunch or whatever, but a lot of times I don't even have my phone. I really do try to like commit to my kids like while I'm at school. And so a lot of times I don't even have my phone with me. So if I do have my phone with me at lunch, I'll try to like send something quick out. Just, I don't know, just something simple like, hi, I'm still alive and I'm eating lunch.
I also want to touch on this too, because I feel like when we are storing more, because I've slowed down on my stories at work, not that I can't, but I'm just trying to be more mindful because I know certain people follow me. And, but I've noticed like a better engagement number on my stories when I kind of have that gap to where it's like, I'm not rambling on, or I'll at least post a picture when I go to the bathroom, like not a picture of myself, but like share a meme or something like that. But, the thing is like if we're trying to attract future coaches, we don't want them to think that they have to always be on their phones too. And that could deter some people from wanting to try this opportunity because they're like,
Yeah.
she's working and she's always on her phone. Like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to do this. Like, I'm a nurse or I'm at school or, you know, whatever the case may be. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but there's also a balance that you still have to show up on your stories. It's just show up on your off hours, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
For sure. And something that my team has really do this last probably month are those Success Club trackers. And in there, it has the times that it says to spend on it. And so they're picking what time of the day they're going to do that activity. And so they're picking their power pockets. So that's the way that they're showing up and being consistent is through the Success Club tracker. And they're noticing like such an engagement boost because they're being consistent with those activities. Crazy. So simple.
Which activities tracker were you talking about? The Beachbody one or like a Slay the Day?
Yeah, the Beachbody one.
Okay.
I was where do you get that?
Hasn't. What?
The success tracker. What is that? Maybe I
Okay,
can.
mine's
I'm pretty sure it's a file in the champions page, maybe, but it's something where Kayla and I can post in the team page. Allie's gonna find one that she can maybe like show you guys what it actually looks like, but it's called a business activity tracker. It's something that was kind of a prototype at the end of the year and they released at the beginning of the year, but it's just a way for us coaches, especially they did it as a prototype for coaches that have full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And need help like planning things out.
So that's my problem. I'm a night shift nurse and usually I'm trying to do them before I work, but let's say I'm on day or night 2 or whatever. I'm usually sleeping until like 3, getting up enough time to try and work out, post a little schmidge, but I'm really not able to settle down depending on the kind of night I'm having with my patients until like midnight or midnight 30, you know, and that's usually when everybody's asleep. And I know that it'll populate in the morning on everybody's feed, depending on how that algorithm is working. But I don't know if that's benefiting me or maybe I should just plan doing more like waking up a little bit earlier through the day, or I don't know really what to do.
Well, it's on yellow paper because school copy machine, someone left it in there, but this is what it looks like. At the top, it has you every single week talk about your why, your target market, so you don't forget like what your goal is every week. Your first thing is to be proof that the products work, and it has like little check marks for you to just like go through and do that. The second part is connect, invite, and follow up. And then each thing is like, it has like a little time next to it with how much time you should be spending on each thing. So like initiate connections and adding followers. That's one piece. Do a social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle and has a call to action. That's a piece. Updating your story throughout the day. And then it has ideas like daily life, workout clips, product use, no name or name shown, no brand name shown. Healthy meal or meal prep, invitation or promote group, poll or call to action. Recognize it, like it's all in here, like all of the things are listed out for you, and it gives suggestion times. You obviously don't have to spend the same amount of times that it has listed on here, but it's definitely a way of like, all right, it's 10:08, I have until 10:30, 20 minutes. So what could I get done in 20 minutes? So you go through that list. That's that I could spend 15 minutes on follow-ups. I'm going to go do that right now. Check. That's my power pocket right now. And so that's something that 2 of my coaches, especially, like they send me screenshots. We did a challenge. If you sent me a screenshot that you completed this every day for 7 days, I sent them a prize. And they're noticing that as they're using it, their engagement and their activity has gone up so much.
I love that. I'm glad. I like seeing like you using the BAT because I feel like when I know you were in that group with Ashley when she posted it, right? And we were just trying it out, that there were some people that don't have like maybe like super traditional jobs or where they can like do this stuff at work. And so it's nice to hear that it's working for you and you can't post at work, really. Yeah.
No, I really can't. I am a true like testament of power pockets. When I have like 15 or 20 minutes, I do something and I'm done. I put my phone down. I spend time with my kids. And then like maybe I'm doing dishes or laundry or something, and I'll half-ass do that and maybe post on my stories or respond to new likes, comments, or views or whatever it is. I'll pick something and I'll work on it.
I'm is it under files under the Beachbody Champions?
Yes, it is the, I was just looking at it. So it says it's from January 9th. Kevin posted it. It's the business activity tracker. There's English, Spanish, and French.
Business activity tracker, is that it? Okay.
Yeah, and we'll put it up in the team page, but love it.
And if you're a box checker, it's perfect.
What?
If you're a box checker, it's perfect.
Does anybody have any other questions before we wrap up? I feel like this has been like so many little like golden nuggets.
Well, just reiterating like what, Brittany and I talk about too, social media and stuff. Like, it's not, it's what it takes to, be successful, run a successful business. Is you've got to show up and, do these daily activities. And if you're just sitting there waiting for people to come to you, that's not always the case. They will if they watch you long enough. Like, I've been having a lot of that here lately myself, but it's because they've been following me for the entire 2 years I've been doing this. So, yeah, daily activities. So I think that's what I'm going to do, Brittany, is have them, if y'all want to start filling out these success trackers and send them to us, we'll send you a prize. I love that idea.
I'm down for it. Thanks for the idea, Allie. Wow.
I do not sponsor the prizes though. Sorry.
Allie's going to buy us dinner at Summit.
Yeah. If you fill it out every single day for a week, Allie will send you a prize.
Homegirl, I need a bathtub to sleep in at Summit.
You do.
You can bring an air mattress.
On the streets.
And the streets.
That's a little sketchy. Okay. Does everybody want to get a picture real quick? Let's do that.
Sure.
See totes.
I'm like,
just tag me, okay?
No makeup, curly hair, best life.
Show them the real you. What did we say?
Share the community aspect of it all too. That's why we always.
Why am I a year in and I can't take a freaking picture? Okay.
Y'all smile.
Got it. Yay, 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 yay. Thank you for talking. Love you so much.
Thank you for having me and letting me ramble really fast.
Thank you so much. You provided a lot of great stuff. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
2 more months.
Do you see it?
We will see.
I think it's less than that, though, isn't it?
No. It's the 11th through the 14th. I know. It's like
calls. We should have like a dance out. Like, no? You're not ready for it?
Someone talked about shots at the beginning last time, and now we're talking about dancing. Like, let's do it.
I mean, shots, dance, same time. We're not on the table or anything.
Dance, shots, and something about bananas. Like, what is going on?
Courtney was eating a banana and making eye contact with people, and it was making other people on the team feel super uncomfortable.
Has a little dirty mind. Don't let her innocent face fool you.
I wasn't trying to make eye contact. I just make things naturally awkward, is what I said. It's habit. My bad, Shelby.
I love it.
At Shelby. Oh my gosh. Okay. Love you guys the most. We need to go to bed. Allie needs to go to bed. She's got to be up early.
Bye, y'all. Thank you, Allie.
Bye.
You're welcome.